and we're going to go with the double turbo energy here, just to rip 4 cards from our opponent's hands. And we're going to go Devour. And we're going to go Devour again. You are now watching Zaclasage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zaclasage here. Today we're going to be going over another Brilliant Stars deck profile, and this one's going to be on Durant. So you might be like, yo Zach, Durant seems kind of whack. And yeah, I mean, it's a single prize card deck, but this deck just won the 300 Late Night Series event. So I'm going to show you exactly what this deck's about. It's all about using Devour, so it's one of the first decks that we've covered on this channel, if not the first one that has a unique win condition. You are trying to deck out your opponent to win instead of drawing prize cards. So it's pretty cool. In this deck, in this video, we're gonna be covering over the deck profile. We're gonna be covering over gameplay, tips, tricks, strategies. The list is gonna be in the description, so be sure to copy and paste that run right into PTCGO or PTCG Live. Give this video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We just passed 10K subs. I do want to give a huge thank you to every single person, and a shout out to Andrew, who was able to win the Late Night Series event. Let's jump into the deck profile. So here we have the list. The list is heavily based off of the list that won the Late Night Series event. So again, I do want to give a shout out to Andrew, who won it all. Absolute great list overall. So the goal is to use Durant and get a bunch of Durants in play, discarding the top card of your opponent's deck, getting them down to 0. We are not drawing prize cards. This deck recently came back, kind of like was introduced into competitive play because we just got double turbo energy. So before we only had twin energy, and that's a good way for us to attack for a single energy, but now we have additional energies, so we have ways to like kind of make our deck a little bit more consistent. And the minus 20 damage isn't really going to matter here too much. It could matter to just be that extra energy. However, you might want to do a little bit less damage with Body Slam, so that's a case where you might want to have more double turbo energy, or at least I think that's why Andrew was playing them. Our goal is just to really pitch energies or pitch cards from our hands to use Make Do, not energies, pitch anything you want from Make Do as long as you don't need it for the rest of the game, and draw more cards, making our deck more consistent. If we have Durant's prize, we can get them back with Peonia. And then we're playing a heavily disruptive based list, so we have Galar Mine to stop the retreat cost or increase the retreat cost of our opponent's Pokemon. We could Boss's Orders them up, stick them there, and then just go Durant, Devour, Devour, Devour. If they have attacking Pokemon, we could go Yell Horn. And we can always go Cursed Shovel on our Durant so that we're pitching more cards from our opponent's deck. So whole goal, disrupt our opponent, pitch cards from their deck, and hopefully win with Devour. I think this list is really cool, so we're going to go ahead and try a couple games or a game or two on the ladder. Really just try to get a strategy out here. I like to play a game where I can really show the strategy for peeps. So if you're trying to pick up any of these cards for this deck, go to PTCGO plug in code ZELOSAGE5 to save 5% on your next order of codes. You could either trade or just input the codes on PTCG Live, whatever works best for you. If you're trying to pick up these cards in real life, you can go to atlascollectibles.com, plug in code ZELOSAGE8 to save 8% on your order of physical cards, and that does help support my content. Let's jump into that gameplay. So we won the flip. Let's go. I think going first is fine here because we could always go Gorman Dies with Snorlax. I'm also fine going second to go Call for Family. So we're going to try going out first. Regardless of whatever happens, something's going to happen in the game. And I mean, we did get out the Gorman Dies, so that seems to work really good. Snorlax is going to allow us to do things on our first turn that other decks would not allow us to do. So let's see what we're flipping up against. It is going to be some kind of Genesect deck. I'm about that deck, or about this matchup completely, especially since I started with Genesect. I'm going to start off by going Quick Ball here. We could always Rescue Carrier it back. And I think I might just want to go for the Minccino. We have all of our Durants chilling in play. So let's just go for this. We could have gone through our deck and searched a little bit more. That might have been a little bit more helpful. But I'm fine with everything else the way that we have it out. So I'm going to go ahead, Gorman Dies, draw 2 cards. We're chilling. And you can see that we have the Capture Energy so that we can kind of start building up our things. We don't necessarily need to be super aggressive with Devour this game. I think we just got to take it calm, cool, collective, and try to mill our opponent down. So we're not looking at the prize cards or prize cards. We're looking at our opponent's cards up here next to their name. So with our opponent going all in with Genesect, they're probably going to draw too many cards. And by the time they're at 20 cards, they're going to be like, oh no, this is a Durant deck. They're trying to deck us out. They don't really play Marnie. They don't really play ways to get cards back into their deck. Meloetta's just like an okay attacker. So it's kind of a weird matchup. And you can see they've already gone through a lot of resources. Like, you shouldn't be playing Switch unless you're attacking that turn. And again, going through more resources. So even though we're not using Durant right now, we're already going through our opponent's resources. And we're just going to go Boss's Orders, bring up a Genesect, probably be chilling. You can see they're trying to draw even more cards. And if they miss it, they just have to play it again next turn. So I'm cool with it. There's another Genesect. More cards going into the hands. That's more cards that our opponent will not be having in their deck. So I'm pretty happy about that so far. I think that's kind of the part that I'm excited about, that we're just chilling with. And they missed the attack too. So I'm super excited about that. Like I said, I'm chill with whatever we're going to be doing here. So we're going to go Cinccino. And I'm going to try to go ahead and go with I think Make Do might just make a lot of sense when it comes down to it. We might want to go, yeah, I think we want to go Make Do first. And I think what we're going to go is Make Do. What do we want to discard here? That's the tough part. I think we might want to discard the Marnie. As much as that sounds like a really weird choice, hopefully we can get some Durants. There's some Durants. We can go Capture Energy. We're just going to put the Capture Energy there so we have a pivot for retreat. Get out another Durant. We're going to go Boss's Orders. Bring up our opponent's... we'll bring up the one with the Choice Belt, just in case. I don't think Mulists really play Air Balloon, but you got to look into all aspects and be like, that's a good one. Continuously bosses ordering up our opponent's Pokemon. And again, we're chilling. Next turn, we might start going for the Durants. Let's go Gormandize. Give us some more Durants deck. I mean, that's kind of like a Durant, right? So our ideal board state is probably going to be like Snorlax is going to be gone, 4 Durants, 2 Cinccinos, and then using Rescue Carrier, getting back Durants every single turn. We'll draw into some Cursed Shovels if we can. And our opponent, if you're the person who's playing against this and you're watching, no offense, it's just you're not playing the matchup right here. You want to be going with a Mew VMAX or a Meloetta or whatever you have, and attack. I'm not removing your energies or anything else like that. I'm just trying to hope that you draw more cards. So if you find yourself as a Mew player playing against a Durant deck, try not to spread out too much. Try not to draw too much with Genesect. Don't put yourself in these weird situations. They're already down 2 of their 4 switching cards too. So I think we're chilling. And then they're playing a Power Tab to draw more cards. So drawing more cards against Durant deck or some kind of mill deck, certainly not going to be good. And I mean, I don't want to counter eggs before they hatch here, or nibble too hard with Durant. But right now I think we're doing pretty good. Our opponent's playing Elisa. They're going to knock out our Snorlax. I think we're good to just kind of roll out here, and we should just be chilling. Boss's Orders, again, is just going to be continuously trying to put our opponent in that Genesect mindset. And we have the Yell Horn as well here, too. Both active Pokemon are confused, so we're actually just going to send up the Cinccino. And then we're going to confuse this Meloetta to maybe get an extra turn here. And we do get the full 4 Durants out as well, so that's going to be awesome. So let's go for the Yell Horn first. We're going to go ahead like that. We're going to go Quick Ball. I think we got to take away the Scoop Up Net. I think that's the one that doesn't necessarily matter the most. There's Durant. Let's go Level Ball for Durant again. Now, we want to double check. We have our other Rescue Carrier, so I'm chill with that. Let's go ahead here and pitch. Let's go Make Do, pitch. I think we have to pitch away the Rescue Carrier at the very least. And I'm down to put that down. Let's go ahead, retreat. And we're going to go with the double Turbo Energy here, just to rip 4 cards from our opponent's hands. So not the prettiest hands, but we're chilling. And you can see like we're looking for other things like switch, escape ropes, and just trying to bring up Genesect to the point where they cannot do anything else. That's really our end goal with this game. And next turn, we could get our Rescue Carrier back, get our Durant, get another Cinccino. So I think we're pretty good there. We could have discarded the Durant and got a Cinccino. That would have been a little bit better. So we're really only 1 card off, but it doesn't necessarily matter here. It's kind of the same exact thing. And they might not have an energy to go for a Psychic Leap, or they might not have the Mew for going Max Miracle. They might not have anything. But they have to either coin flip because they're confused, or retreat and lose more energies. And we didn't even get the Cursed Shovels out this game, so we'll see how it goes. I think they can't even go for Max Miracle. I think they have to go... Okay, Melodious Echo, that's fine. So we're going to send up the Durant here, and we're just going to roll with it. Our opponent with 26 cards left might just be in a pickle. And again, if we get a Boss's Orders, they're probably going to struggle a little bit more. So let's go for Rescue Carrier. Let's get this and this back. We're going to go put this down. We're going to go ahead, put this down. And when it comes down to anything else, I think first and foremost, we're just going to pitch this away. I don't think we need that. We did get the boss, so we're going to go boss's orders, bringing up the one with Genesect again. I don't think we need the quick ball, so let's go ahead and pitch that out. And really no choice belts, but that's okay. We're going to go for the energy here, and we're going to go Devour. So ripping 4 cards from our opponent's deck. Devour, 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 Devour. And that's really what we're looking to do here. Hopefully our opponent does not have an escape rope. Hopefully they do not have other things, but I think we're doing pretty good with them only having 21 cards left in their deck. When your opponent doesn't have the escape rope or the switch in their hand, and our opponent here is just absolutely playing perfectly, having all the cards that they need, we're actually just going to send up... Do we want to send up Durant? I think we almost want to send up the... I think we want to send up the Cinccino. The only reason why I'm saying that is just so we could have the extra turns with the Durants. But our opponent's just kind of getting out of this expertly, if you know what I'm saying. Like, so far they're like, okay, cool, we have escape rope, we have switch, we have this, we have that. And we have to deal with 3 more attacks. That's really the biggest thing that hurts us. But we still have some more boss's orders, so we're going to try to draw into some of those. Let's thin through our deck, getting some more of these cards. Minccino, Level Ball, Cinccino. Let's draw that. Let's go Level Ball again. Let's go for another one. So let's put this down. Let's go ahead, make do, pitch this away, and we'll see if we can get anything cool. So we did get another boss's orders. You can see that's probably really annoying for our opponent to deal with. We're going to bring up this one again for like the 3rd or 4th time this game. I think it's the 3rd time. And we're going to go Devour again. So you can see our opponent's down to 17 cards. If they do not have escape rope, they do not have a way out of the situation. And it'd be really nice if we could get a Galar Mine out, or if you can get anything else going on. Or Cursed Shovel, you can see that it would add on as we're playing through. But right now I think we're doing a really good job at just munching through our opponent's deck. And they might just have it with the Cramomatic. Tails, okay, that's good. I want to see them draw some more cards with Fusion Strike System. And you can see, like, this is where the deck's going really down. Like, there's still 3 prize cards left, but we'll see if they end up missing it. Oh, that's probably going to be the escape rope as well. Unless escape rope's prize, most lists play 2 escape rope, 2 switch, or 3 switch, 1 escape rope, 4 switching cards in general. And we're just really hoping that they do not have it. But it looks like it's going to be it. There's a switch, okay. And that's fine. We're getting pretty close to just taking this game anyways. And I think our opponent, like, we just need to see what we can get going on here. If we could find another boss, that'd be hot. I think that's really what we're looking for. So let's go Rescue Carrier. We're going to go Durant, and what do we have? We have 1-1. Let's go like this. Let's go ahead and make do away this, because we already have another one. Really not what we're looking for here. Let's go for this. I think we're probably just going to end up pitching this away. We're really trying to find a boss's orders here if we can. So not a boss's orders. We also don't have the energy, so let's go ahead, throw as many cards down as we possibly can. We should be able to get into another energy. And we do have a boss for future turns, so maybe even if we don't get it, we could go boss's orders. That'd be really cool. Let's go Twin Energy here. Let's go for Devour. Let's rip another 4 cards from our opponent's deck. They've played 4 switching cards, right? We did not hit any of them. We're just continuously devouring our opponent, and they're probably just going to go Melodious Echo again. And when we bring this up, I don't think they have a real way to get through this game. That's my thought process. So Durant's, it's not the most stable deck. I'll put it like that. There's a lot of moving pieces, regardless of however consistent it may seem. But I do think it's a legitimate threat, and if you play against it correctly, it's probably a bit of a better matchup. If you play against it incorrectly, Durant can definitely thrive. That's my thought process on it all. So if you are interested in playing a cool deck, Durant is a cool deck. It is a viable deck. It's certainly a viable strategy. I think other players are going to have some other things. The fact that they're bringing that up, I don't think that's really the best case for them. If our opponent plays a 5th switching card, they've already played 3 and 1. It's going to be a tough one. But let's go ahead here. Boss's orders, bring this up. We don't even have to worry about anything else. Let's make do. We don't need the Peony. And I mean, we don't need any extra energies either. I think we're pretty good here. As long as our opponent does not play an extra anything. And I mean, next turn, if they don't have anything, we're going to go Devour and win the game. They have 4 cards left in deck. You can see, like, even though our opponent had every single answer, it doesn't look like we're 1 turn away. And we're playing against Mew, the best deck in formats. So Durant's a real threat, for sure. I do want to let everyone know that Durant is a real threat, and it's a legitimate deck. And if you don't necessarily think it's legitimate, that's incorrect for you to think so, although you can play around it, and it is not foolproof. There's a lot of moving pieces. So if our opponent passes, we will Devour for the win. Please don't have it. Come on, Durant, you can make it. There's their energy. They're down to 0 cards left in the deck. If they got it, they got it. If they don't, they don't. Okay, Pal Pad. I don't think the Pal Pad saves them here either. It's a unique tech in a Mew deck. There's Boss. We also do have access to Scoop Up Nets. So I don't know what our opponent's trying to do here. There's one to draw them 1 boss. Maybe they're just going to play a boss to try to bring up one of our other Durants or something else like that. Or Cinccino. Cool. And yeah, we have game here with Scoop Up Nets. So let's go ahead, Scoop Up Nets, rip this Cinccino back. Let's go this. Well played. And we are going to go Devour for the dub. No cards left in our opponent's deck. There you go. That's what we got going on for this video today, peeps. We saw Durant in full action, absolutely devouring our opponent's deck to shreds. Our opponent got quite lucky that game by having switch, escape rope, all that stuff. And I mean, it's one of those things where we kind of persevered, went with the boss strategy, and even though we didn't get cards like Cursed Shovel and we didn't really have the greatest setup and it took us a couple turns, Durant was able to prevail. Kind of as I said in the video, I think Durant's an alright deck. I think it's competitively viable. I do think that there are players that are able to play around concepts such as this, and I think if our Mew opponent played a little bit more of a tighter game by playing less Genesects down, or not even playing Genesect down if possible, or just like, you know what I'm saying, like just kind of freely going for the game, I think they'd be in a much better position instead of splitting their energies. There's so many ways that you could play against Durant and play a little bit better. But it's all a learning process, and I think Durant is a legitimate deck, and it can capitalize on opponents such as that, or just like in situations where they have nothing else to deal with, Mew can be a favorable matchup, and that's really cool, because Durant is not a deck that I'm sure a lot of people would expect to beat Mew, the current best deck in format. If you like this video, by all means, give this video a like, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We just passed 10K subs, and let me know in the comments if you like Durant or if you hate Durant. Do you like it? Do you hate it? It's kind of a degen deck. A lot of people are like, toxic deck, degenerate deck. It's a cool deck nonetheless. List is in the description, so check that out. And I guess that's what we got going on. I'll catch up with everyone later. Oh, I forgot to say, I offer coaching on Manaphy. So if you're trying to get some help to grow as a Pokemon trainer or anything on your journey, hit me up at manaphy.gg/@Zacklessage. I can definitely help you grow as a player for sure. So I'll catch up with all you later. Peace out and have a great day. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video and have yourself a great day. Thanks.